Excuse me. Good morning, Sunshine Squad. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Vanessa's Van Life Journey. I am Vanessa, and I live in the van. And her name is Sunshiny Days. How you guys doing today? Excuse me. This is my van life morning routine. I said I was gonna get up at 4 or 5. Didn't happen. And I actually didn't want to come live. I was trying to convince myself to just sleep in and don't come live. But I gave myself a pep talk and said, get up, Vanessa, get up. So it's hard to stay consistent, y'all. It is hard to stay consistent because sometimes in your mind, you could do it. And then sometimes physically, you don't want to do it. But it takes willpower. It takes willpower to do what you want to do, even though you don't want to do it, or to do what you said you're going to do, even though you don't want to do it. So, good morning. Today is Sunday, right? Happy Sunday. But pushing through and staying consistent, that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm pushing through and staying consistent, even though I don't feel like it, even though I didn't want to come live this morning. I'm pushing through and staying consistent on my goals. Oh, I forgot to drink my tea last night. This is clove water, clove tea. I bought it yesterday morning and let's start the morning off. Let me turn the fan on. I got to bring my scale with me next time. I might make some more of this morning or make it tomorrow. So this morning for breakfast, I can do the bacon breakfast tacos, or I can cook the breakfast sausage. And do some breakfast sausage tacos. We still have some rice and sausage. I was thinking maybe I'll just do egg tacos with no meat and eat some cottage cheese. And I have a mango, and I think that's what I'll do. You don't have to eat meat every morning. So it's gonna be a simple breakfast. I think Scramble my eggs. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Come on in. Thumbs up the video if you are my friend. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up or hit the three dots up at the top to give the video a thumbs up. Since I'm gonna do eggs by themselves this morning, we're not gonna do any meat this morning. We're still gonna get our protein. So we just don't do egg tacos this morning. I need to throw this away. That was something I had in the refrigerator. Some leftovers that I didn't end up eating. We got to wash dishes today. Not right now, though. Not right now. So I just got through watching. I didn't finish. I was watching something on YouTube. Hold on, I heard something. I was watching something on YouTube. About these two nomads that lived in a school bus. And they went hiking this trail in Arizona. And everybody was telling them that the trail was closed. The trail is closed at a certain time. And because it gets to be 107 degrees. I'm trying to think, is this gonna be enough eggs? I think I'm gonna put two more eggs in here. So anyway, the trail closes at a certain time of day because the heat gets extreme, and several people have died trying to do that trail. And so it was a man and a woman, and everybody that was passing them, everybody that was coming down off the trail was coming down before it got too hot. And they were passing them coming up, but the trail was closed. So the two people ignored the warnings of the park ranger, the warnings of the other hikers. I'm not finished watching the video though. Okay, I think that's saying. Let me turn the fan off like that quick. Yeah, they're saying. So anyway, this couple, man and woman, I don't think I'll need a plate what they do. This man and woman, that's that's too small to get the big one. Everybody was passing them going up the trail, and everybody else was coming down the trail, telling them that they shouldn't go up, that it's dangerous, that they're gonna die. And they was like, y'all just don't. It's a bunch of bureaucratic, bureaucratic bull crap. Y'all just don't want us to go up the trail. So they went up the trail anyway. I didn't finish watching the thing yet, but a lot of people was warning them not to continue up the trail, and they end up dying. Warning comes before the fall. What point do you make in life by receiving warnings from multiple people, but just ignoring the warnings that's for your own health? It's not going to hurt nobody else if you don't listen to them. It's not going to hurt nobody else if you be hard headed. But sometimes we could mistake stubbornness for stupidity. That's the quote of today. I think I'm gonna start my, I'm gonna start a journal. I got, is this the book? I'm gonna do a quote of the day. So I'm gonna dedicate this book to my quotes of the day. My quote of the day yesterday I had a pen. Hmm. I had a pen and I seen it last night. Mm. Somebody write that down for me in the comments. Sometimes people mistake stupid sometimes people mistake, I forgot what I said. Sometimes people mistake something with stupidity. I can't remember what I said. See, that's why I got to have a pen handy. Sometimes people mistake free will. I can't remember what I said. Sometimes people mistake free will with stupidity. And sometimes we are so strong minded that we do stupid things. Uh, Sometimes we do stupid things that are detrimental. You can't take them back. Can't take it back. Sometimes we think people are trying to oppress us and make us do things that we don't want to do. So we push against logical advice just to be defiant. And I think sometimes we all guilty of that, just to be defiant, but sometimes being defiant is detrimental. Sometimes we just want to prove, can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm gonna do what I want to do. That is so true. You can do whatever you want to do. But doing what you want to do comes with consequences. And sometimes those consequences are detrimental. I'm feeling a little nauseous right now. Mhm. So that's where wisdom comes in. That's where wisdom comes in. Like when you don't listen to other people's advice on something that's detrimental to your health, it's too late after the fact to say, I should listen if you end up dead. And then what good did it do for you? You all you're gonna do is be an example for everybody else that other people try to warn. Hey, when the other people's example should have been enough. You know, it's sad that people have to lose their lives because they don't want to listen to people who have seen other people die. And I think that's one reason why the Valley of Fire is closed in the summertime because they can give warnings and tell people don't hike the trail at a certain time, but people are going to ignore it. I don't know this to be a fact. I'm just giving my assumption, but maybe they have had so many fatalities because people just ignore the signs that the park is closed during these hours. And if your life is not worth it to you, it is to them. So maybe they end up closing the park to save your life because you don't care. So I'm about to eat, y'all. I'm feeling a little nauseous. Ah, Father God, we thank you for this food we're about to receive in Jesus' name. Amen. Mm. I was going to try to eat this taco without a plate underneath it. You can do that if it's just eggs. But you can't do that with that salsa. Don't be stubborn your whole life. At some point, you need to listen. Warning comes before the fall. You shouldn't have to lose your life to prove a point. That's one thing about the desert. It may be beautiful, and it may get cool at night, but baby, it gets hot during the day. I told some people that's from Texas, because if you're a Texan, it gets hot in Texas. But I tell them people from Texas, Arizona, and Nevada heat. Mm-mm. Get it out your mind. Don't even think it's the same thing. Don't even think it's the same thing, because it's not. And it's not the same thing. We have humidity in Texas, which a lot of people complain about. But it's that humidity in Texas that lets you know it's hot. That lets you know you're overexerting yourself. The humidity is what's gonna let you sweat, to let you know that, hey, it's hot, I'm sweating, I need to sit down. The Texas heat, the Arizona and Nevada heat is very dangerous. It's very, very, very dangerous because it doesn't warn you that you're dehydrated, that you're overexerting yourself because you don't sweat. You got to be doing a whole lot to sweat, but it's still a different kind of sweat. You're not dripping with sweat. So when you're out on a trail, this may pertain to other states too, but I'm just talking about Texas, Arizona, and Nevada. Arizona and Nevada, when you're walking on these trails, you're gonna think you good. You're gonna think you good. But you're gonna think you're good, but you're gonna find out when it's too late that you're not good. Because you don't really perspire and it can sneak up on you. Heat exhaustion, heat exhaustion can sneak up on you and it'll be too late. However much water you think you need, when you're doing a trail, in Nevada and Arizona, excuse me, especially in the summer, you're gonna need 2 to 3 times more than what you think you need. And you don't hurt nobody but yourself when you ignore when you ignore heat exhaustion warnings. Even a little cottage cheese. You don't hurt nobody but yourself. And sometimes that's why we need to give our lives to the Lord and be obedient. Because sometimes we follow other people and listen to unwise people that will lead us astray and be responsible for our death. Those people that were going up that hill that the other people gave warnings to, and one person said that they're going to get somebody else killed by giving them wrong information. Believe it or not, we have a calling and a responsibility to all of us. We don't know who lives we impact. We don't know who watches, who listen to us, who take advice from us. That's why I always tell people I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a psychologist. Do make your own decisions for your own self. I do a lot of natural remedies. I've chose not to have my goiter surgically removed, and I do natural remedies. And a lot of people watch my videos and they want to know, how did you shrink your goiter? Because that thing was huge over here in the front. It was huge. And I shrunk my goiter by taking my iodine, my black seed oil, my walnut oil, all the things. Also, I do think the carnivore diet, even though I did shrink my goiter before I started the carnivore diet, but I do think the carnivore diet helped a little bit because I do notice when I eat certain foods that my goiter gets inflamed, especially sweets. I'm not supposed to be eating sweets and processed food at all with my goiter, but I do have a few guilty pleasures that I partake in, like my ice water. I mean, yeah, my ice, Italian ice. But I really shouldn't eat none of that stuff. But today is the rest of your life. Being consistent, showing up for yourself. That's what we do. And you don't hurt nobody but you when you don't do the things you need to do. And but you don't help nobody. You help you first. And when you help you can help other people find their way, see their way. That was 3 kills. If you're gonna be an impact on other people's lives, be a positive impact. It's dangerous to be a negative impact because you could possibly be responsible for somebody else's life, and God will hold you accountable for that. But I just tell people what I did, what I do, but seek a doctor, seek your physician, and make your own decisions for your own self. It's your life. And if you give anybody else advice that could be life altering, just let them know that you're not telling them what to do. Always give your disclaimer. Always give your disclaimer because you decide to do something that's erratic. Other people might not have a strong willpower like you to stay consistent with it. So they might not see the same results. They may not see the same results that you see. Whether you're doing something good or bad, it's always people that will follow in your footsteps. It's people that follow people in doing wrong. It's people that follow people to hell. The angels followed Satan from heaven to earth as their punishment, but they still got another punishment. I bet you they say, oh, I wish I wouldn't have listened to him. I wish I wouldn't have listened to him. That's why you have to have a mind of your own and be led by Christ. I might eat my mango later. Because even when you follow other people and listen to other people, your decisions to listen to them is gonna affect you. We got, excuse me, I'm gonna end this live at 7. Uh, I want to start some mornings. I'll do that another day because I need something from behind that wall to do what I wanted to do. I don't feel like going back there. But let's do our Bible reading this morning. I've been letting. It's one thing about getting up early in the morning and moving around and taking your vitamins and eating and putting some nutrition in your body. You get your bowel to flow. So I need to use the bathroom right quick. Let me turn y'all around and put y'all on mute, but I'm still here. But we're going to read the Bible this morning. And I've been letting the app read for me. And I like listening to the app, but it's not the same. It's not the same as when you read it yourself. I said I was going to go to sleep with the Bible. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. Excuse me. In my sleep stream, go to sleep with the Bible. Y'all, when you first get up early in the morning, you should go to the bathroom. You should do number 2. You should have a healthy bowel movement in the morning. When you first get up, it might not happen to after you eat or drink some water or some tea, but you should have a healthy bowel movement in the morning. And you should use the bathroom more than once a day. Some people say you should use the bathroom every time you eat. But you should definitely use the bathroom when you first get up in the morning. That is the goal, to have a healthy bowel movement in the morning. And in order to ensure that, you need to eat a certain way. In order to ensure that you have a healthy bowel movement, you need to eat a certain way. We want to get wiser. We want to get wiser and smarter and stronger and closer to God. We don't want to partake in things that take us farther away from God. I want to get closer to the Lord. I want to get wiser. I want to get smarter. Okay, I'm gonna read, or I think we left off reading for ourselves Psalms 109. Let me see. But I was it's Proverbs 6. Let me listen to Proverbs 6 again. Six. I got to turn now. Stick in thy hand, stranger. Thou art snared with the words of thy mouth. Thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ad, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7. Let me start this over. I want to start it over at the beginning. 6. My son, if thou be sure to stick thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth. Thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. So humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. As a roe from the hunter, as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ad, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. Lord, therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee.
For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. The evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman, lust not after beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulterers will hunt for the precious life. Take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned. What upon his feet not be burned? So, wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief, if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Okay, y'all. That is the reading of the word, Proverbs 7, my son. Proverbs 6. I just wanted to come on here, do breakfast, and read my Bible. I'm about to go to the gym or take my van life bath again. I don't know what I feel like doing. I might take my van life bath. Sometimes it's just easier and I feel better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a van life bath this morning. Let me warm up my water and get everything set up on my back. And then I can end this live. I'm just trying to get into a routine. And it don't take much water. To take a bath. I let this water get hot. And then I add some cooler water to it. I put my mat down.
And I get my black tub. Let me put y'all down. So you have to see my setup. This is my setup from a Vanlife bag. And I get my shower bag. Put it right here. We got our lotion, our shampoo to bathe with. And our washcloths, one for my face, and this one is for my body. So when I pour the water in there, I use the pink one first to wash my face. And then I use the other one to wash my body. Let me brush my teeth. So this is my Vanlife morning routine. This is my morning Vanlife routine. I'm still parked in my nighttime spot. If I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, I can do everything I need to do and be out of my spot by 6. Y'all, something I noticed years ago. Some men are as messy or messier than women. I can't stand a messy man. And sometimes men that are messy, okay, it's gonna be hard to get this water out here. It's hot. Sometimes men that are messy are very vindictive as well. And it ain't nothing like a messy man. When you find a messy man, girl, run. When you find a messy man, run. It's bad enough that women are messy. But if a man is messy, and a lot of men that are messy, they're also vindictive. And they're also jealous. Some men can't take rejection. And some men are in relationships with women, but they her worst enemy. They don't try to build her up. They try to tear her down. I still got all my wisdom teeth in my mouth, y'all. I have all my teeth except one. I have to open my mouth wider to floss because I got to get to them wisdom teeth in the back. But yeah, I try to get up early to do my self care routine before I before I leave my spot. Unless I'm gonna go to the gym. If I'm gonna go to the gym, I could go ahead and leave my spot now. But oh, that water is hot. A little too hot. I like it hot because I like that hot water running over my body. But I'm gonna put a little cooler water in there. And I'm gonna I just sit here on the toilet and I take my bath, and then I end up getting down there over the mat. But let me wash my face. So I just take the pink towel, and it does have exfoliate on here. Oh, that water feels good. That water feels good. Ooh. And I really don't have to put anything on my face, any cleanser, just the plain water. So before I start to bathe the rest of my body, I wash my face. Here's my drain towel. I'll wash the rest of my body, and that water is enough, and it's going to get very soapy and lathery. I'm going to blow my nose because I like to clean my nose and blow it every morning. But that is it for me, you guys. Thank y'all for watching and tuning in. I'm going to finish taking my van life bath, and I need to shave my head again. And I will see you guys later on this evening when I go live. Ooh, child. But yeah, I'm about to freshen up and get my day started. And stay tuned. I'll be having some store walkthrough videos. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye now.